Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
James Rule put out 3 reasons to invest in Ripple. 1. SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce is not confident the SEC will win the Ripple case, reports Fox Business journalist Eleanor Terrett. Settlement talks have already started, and based on the court schedule, it could happen between April and May, right around the corner. Judge Sarah Netburn is set to host mediation, which likely works in Ripple's favor, given she has seen all the documents in the case. So they've got some Ripple on there. They've got linked to it. In fact, I just loaded up on Link2 just yesterday. They've got Uphold on the platform, but there's the Ripple. All these things go pretty fast, but the Ripple's up there. And and again, for every investment for the next, I think it's, don't quote me, it's either 24 or 48 hours. I think it's 48 hours. Link2 is going to give $1,000 to Ukrainian causes for every investment done on the platform. Huge. I'll put a link to Link2 link at the very top of the description of this video. It's for accredited investors. They are a sponsor. Just wanted to let you know. Now, CoinDesk tweeted this out this morning. 10 million Ether, worth over $26 billion at the current prices, is now locked on Ethereum 2.0 staking contract ahead of the planned upgrade to proof of stake. Well, that is a security, folks. Looks like crypto lending to me. Gary Gensler, Hester Peirce, Allison Heron Lee. You were very specific. Gary Gensler was very specific that this clearly comes under securities laws. That's crypto lending. When Ethereum lawsuit. And don't take my word for it. These are Gary Gensler's words.
Now, as it relates to lending products for a long time have been part of the securities law. In fact, the first word in those 30 or 35 things Congress listed in 1930 was note. A note, comma, stock, comma, bond. And it goes.
All right. So Gary Gensler very clearly said that lending, but so why is he not going after Ethereum? Where's the Ethereum lawsuit? This is his quote. Let's say it again. As it relates to lending products for a long time have been a part of the securities laws, and yet he lets the Ethereum. Not only is Ethereum a security, he's letting them issue Ethereum 2.0, which is also a security. Then he's letting them lend, also do lending and borrowing products, because we've heard Joseph Lubin say that, and doesn't do a thing. Okay? That's your SEC. Alright, moving along. Warren Davidson tweeted this morning. Yesterday, Jay Clayton was on CNBC. Let me make sure I'm clear about this. Warren Davidson, in my opinion, is one of the good guys in Congress. He's one of the pro-crypto people. So this is not an attack on Warren Davidson. I'm just wanting to clarify things here. Because Warren Davidson is being a politician and being kind here. It is a whatever shame so much opportunity was wasted while Clayton served as chairman of the SEC. Congress must act to provide legal clarity for fintech. I agree that Congress must act to provide legal clarity for fintech. Here's where we depart. He says that so much opportunity was wasted while Clayton served as chairman. I don't think from Clayton's standpoint the opportunity was wasted at all. I think he and Bill Hinman completely took advantage of the opportunity, and they worked to give Bitcoin and Ethereum a free pass, and they intentionally kept XRP, Ripple, and all the other cryptos in purgatory. It was by design. They did it intentionally, but then, to make matters worse, and I brought this to the attention of Warren Davidson. I said it's a shame Bitcoin and Ethereum were given a free pass by the SEC while leaving the rest of crypto in purgatory. When will the Jay Claytons of the world be held accountable for their conflicts of interest? This was regulatory capture. Americans have lost faith in their government. And here's the problem that all you Congress people that are listening to my voice, here's the problem we have in this country. And it's not just this country, it's other countries. The problem is your citizens have lost faith. We think that all of these government organizations are corrupt. And there's only one way for you to fix that, and you can fix that. But there's only one way. There's only one route to fixing it. And that route is to hold these assholes accountable. Sorry for the French. Hold these people accountable. You cannot have a democracy and have a country where the people in power are never held accountable, but all the rest of us are. That doesn't work. And if your citizens lose faith, you don't have a country. If your citizens don't believe in it, that there's any kind of integrity at all at the government level, you can't have a country. Because then it's a corrupt country. It's a crony capitalist country, and that's being kind, calling it that. Now, you think I'm out of line with what I'm saying to Warren Davidson? No, I'm not. These people, Jay Clayton and friends in the SEC, intentionally misled him. Here's Warren Davidson right after the Bill Hinman speech on CNBC, the same CNBC who still won't cover this. Here he is. He has been left with the specific impression that Ethereum is a commodity. And now, in the Ripple lawsuit, the same SEC, and Gary Gensler won't even answer what Ethereum is, but the same SEC in the court documents is now saying that no. That was Bill Hinman's personal opinion. That was not the official position of the SEC. They lied to this guy. They lied to the markets, more importantly. They left him with the impression, and they left the markets with the impression that Ethereum was not a security. Right here.
What's the bottom line here, Congressman? What do you want to see happen? What needs to happen? Well, good morning. And I think the big thing is we need a light touch regulatory framework that provides certainty for the ICO market. The SEC has started to weigh in just last week. Bill Hinman communicated that Ether was considered a commodity, not a security. And so there's been some concern as the SEC started to regulate that everything starts looking like a security to a securities regulator. Is there a product that is going to be a security, or if it looks a little different, like Ether and Bitcoin have been determined to be essentially commodities?
Okay, got that? Well, it's much worse than that. It was actually Jay Clayton in front of him. Watch this. And here's the thing. When he was on CNBC, did anybody from the SEC come to CNBC or to Warren Davidson and say, hey, whoa, you got that wrong. This is not the official position of the SEC. No, they did not. That's because this was intentionally misleading the markets. They were misleading CNBC. I don't think they were misleading CNBC. I think CNBC has been in cahoots all along. That's just my opinion, though. Now, but this, no question, this was an intentionally misleading the markets for 3+ years. Okay, now, but that's not the worst of it. Okay, this is when Jay Clayton is in front of Warren Davidson while he was chairman. Okay, do you and while you're listening to this, do you see anything in this clip that makes you think that Jay Clayton is going to correct the record with Warren Davidson saying, no, Ethereum, that's not the official position of the SEC. That was just Bill Hitman's opinion. No, he did not correct him. Watch.
Particular investors would like. The U.S. is going to truly be a world leader in this critical distributed ledger technology. I think we need to get this regulatory certainty. To use an example of folks that have tried to do this, Ripple's just one of many digital assets that come to mind. And I'm aware there are numerous court cases regarding this company. Do you think it's prudent for Congress or the SEC to lead the way in clarifying what is a security or commodity instead of waiting for the courts?
So, I think as regulators of the securities market, it's important for us to bring clarity to those markets. I do. But I think we are doing that. We have turned to this space. We've issued guidance. The space is developing. But all of that guidance and our enforcement actions are rooted in a very well-tested approach to the raising of capital in the United States. And I can't be more clear about this. I am not going to advocate for any fundamental changes in the way we raise capital to accommodate the technology. Now, the technology can make what we do more efficient, but I'm not going to change the rules because we have a new technology.
Yeah, fair point. The Howey test has been there, and I appreciate, frankly, Director Hinman last week clarifying that Ether is not viewed as a security. There had been some concern after some of your remarks that everything looks like it fits with the Howey test, and,
When you're raising capital for...
No, this is the part, if you're Jay Clayton, the commissioner of the SEC, sitting in front of a sitting congressman, this is the part where you raise your hand and you say, Congressman Davidson, let me correct you. This is, Hinman's speech was not the official position of the SEC. He didn't do that. And he didn't do it intentionally. And Warren Davidson should be pissed off and calling for investigations, period.
Project.
right. And as I think you and I agree, certainly many companies have essentially engaged in regulatory arbitrage and used white papers to raise more capital than they could through the existing framework. However, some companies, for securities, and that body of law, I think you guys have taken an effective approach.
And we want to help people.
Oh yeah, you want to help people. Before we go, I want to show you this article. This is interesting. How to navigate cryptocurrency tax implications amidst the CPA shortage. What they're talking about is during the current events that we just got through. This section right here is interesting. The impacts of the Great Resignation. It says this year, following another year in the pandemic, has resulted in the profession at large being overworked and underpaid. As a result, the ongoing economic trend labeled the Great Resignation, an estimated 40% of accountants have left the CPA industry, leading to an overwhelming shortage of professionals. Traditionally, as the laws of supply and demand state, with decreased supply comes increased prices and therefore a lesser chance of an investor getting the help they need with their taxes.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.